I'm willing to bet you're looking for some more practice examples to help you train your two-handed piano playing. Well, your teacher Tim has you covered because we're doing the two-handed piano training lesson number 3 today, where we're going to be talking about Czerny's School of Velocity, exercise number 1. This is a really great one for introducing two-handed coordination, since you're actually going to be playing different parts between each of the hands. Whereas with Hannon, if you remember, we had a set pattern, and it's the same pattern, you're just moving it up one note at a time. Pretty much all Hannon exercises are like that. This one's totally different, where you have chords and maybe a scale in one hand. You just have something different going on between each hand. I kind of like these a little bit better. The Hannons are still good to practice, but I like these better because these are more like a real song that you would find. It's kind of interesting because it's kind of a combination of a song and a practice exercise all in one. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see right off the bat here, we have a lot of scales going on. That's another great benefit to this practice example. So you got your left hand chord, and then you're coming down with a scale, specifically the C major scale. And then what you're doing is you're actually still playing the C major scale, just starting on different notes. Yeah, and you got to be careful of the finger crossings. They're hard to do and talk at the same time. But that's basically what you're doing. Now, it does change up a little bit throughout the middle, but it's really a great way to practice your C major scale, but also starting the scale on different notes is important because you're actually going to find that in real music you play, which, like I said, is kind of the reason I wanted to introduce you to this example here. Okay, and how I would practice this one, if you need to, play it hands separate first. Really, actually, the number one thing I recommend you do first is learn your C major scale with the appropriate fingering, because if you don't know that ahead of time, this is going to be way tougher. So learn it hands separate, especially if you're new. Try to manage it hands together at first if you can, but I understand if you can't. And and then just go through the chords in the left hand. And the better you can get those hands separate, the more you're going to be able to focus when you're putting it hands together. But a great reason that this one's great for beginners is that you're really hitting your left hand chord and then you're starting the scale. So you really don't have to focus on the coordination between two hands too much, where it's not like Bach where you have different lines of melody between each hand. And of course, you want to aim for accuracy of the notes first. So as slow as you need to go on this scale to make sure you're playing especially the fingering right, as slow as you need to go. I played this one for a week already, and I would say I spent the first 5 days playing it just as slow as I showed you, which for me is really slow. It might seem like it's too slow, but like I said, you're really focusing in on those finger crossings. Further on in the piece, you have to be careful because it starts to move really high up on the keyboard. This is the line I'm showing you, the third measure over. And if you notice, it even has an 8VA. So if you're not used to reading your ledger lines even, because even with the 8VA, these are pretty high up, right? And you want to be, so you really want to be paying attention there, that it's not just scales going up and down anymore, it's notes going up and down. And if you're not used to reading ledger lines, you might you definitely really want to take your time figuring those out. That's one thing that got me. In fact, when I play it for you in a minute, we'll see how I get through that area. I think I'll do pretty well since I've really been concentrating on getting that down. All right, are you ready to hear it? Because I'm ready to play it. Okay, there it was. I think I'm going to play it a little bit faster because I've actually been practicing it faster than that. I really just wanted to do it at a decent speed at first, just to make sure, I'm focusing on those hand crossings. So let me try it again at a faster tempo now. Oops. Oops. Sorry, I have to do the hand, or I have to do the thing crossing. All right, the finger crossings got me on that one, mainly because the sheet music is really tiny, because I try to fit in the whole thing to be able to play it once. So I need to find a solution for that, for like turning pages and things like that. I had a foot pedal I got quite a few months ago, but it's really clunky in the way it works. But I'll have to figure out a solution for that to make it a little bit easier. But I think you guys get the idea. So I want you to practice this one. I'll include a link for you in the description where you can find it. It's pretty easy. If you type in Czerny piano exercises, you should see the School of Velocity listed pretty shortly after. This one's pretty easy to find. And then this is example number 1, so look out for that. Okay, while I have it up, I want to remind you guys to mark down any difficult areas. Like, for instance, this area for me, right at this measure here, it still even gets me sometimes. Oops. Like that. And I just played that over and over and over again. So make sure to star or mark your trouble areas. Go over them again and again, and then add them into the context of the whole piece. And then probably what I would do from here, since I've been working on it for another week, it's still not entirely like 100% perfect. I'd get a metronome. I'd set it as close to the half note equals 108 as possible, which is the tempo they give you, which I'm pretty sure is pretty fast, but I'd have to actually check to verify that. If you're interested in further developing your two-handed piano playing, you must check out the other lessons in this two-handed piano training series. Also, check out some of the other lessons I have on the channel on two-handed piano playing, and subscribe because we got new lessons coming out all the time. You don't want to miss a beat, and you want to become a bigger part of our community. So thanks for coming out. This has been your teacher, Tim, and I'll see you in the next lesson.